Introducing Towa's Smart Charging PDM system, designed so you never blow your 20-amp circuit again. Our PDM intelligently manages your power and prevents overloading your circuit by monitoring and distributing power to each outlet. Safely plug in up to 4 devices with a single PDM. Or stack multiple PDMs together to add additional outlets for efficient and scalable charging. First, plug your power cord into a dedicated 120V/20A circuit. Please note, our PDMs are specifically designed for dedicated 120V/20A circuits. You can identify them by looking for a T-notch on the outlets and make them dedicated by removing any additional devices other than the PDM. If you don't see a notch, you likely have a 15-amp circuit and will need a separate adapter. However, we highly recommend you use a 20-amp circuit if possible. Next, plug your power cord into your PDM. Your display should be on and showing 0 amps to start. Watch to make sure that your green status lights turn on sequentially. This is a safety feature to prevent your circuit from overloading in the case of a power outage. Plug in your 4 devices and get ready to watch your PDM manage your outlets. For our demonstration, we'll be using 6-amp heaters to replicate typical battery chargers. The red lights will light up to signal which outlets are currently active and have power. Watch as the second outlet turns on, simulating a second charger being charged. Next, watch the third outlet turn on, bringing the circuit just under the 80% capacity threshold, which is approximately 16 amps. Your PDM recognizes that it's around its max and will turn off additional devices to prevent overloading the circuit. Watch the PDM recognize that a 4th device has been turned on and it immediately shuts off the 4th outlet. The PDM switched off the red and green lights to show that the outlet is no longer live to prevent blowing the circuit. The PDM scans every 10 to 15 seconds. Watch it automatically switch off the second outlet to show the battery finished charging. The PDM remembered how much headroom the 4th device needed and switches on the 4th outlet to begin charging. The PDM will continue to manage and distribute power across your outlets until all your devices are fully charged. To stack PDMs, identify your 120V/20A dedicated circuit and grab your PowerLink cord. Remove the warning sticker and plug in the PowerLink cord into the left outlet in the white box. Make sure to start on the left side and alternate to daisy chain the next PDM. Turn the PDM around and grab your PowerPatch cable, which will sync your PDMs. Next, identify which unit you'd like to be the master unit. Connect the downlink on the master to the uplink on the other. Finish daisy chaining the PowerLink cord into the opposite outlet of your connected PDM. Plug the power cord into the dedicated 120V/20A circuit and your PDM. Both PDM displays should be turned on and displaying 0 amps to start. Next, watch to make sure the green status lights turn on in sequence from the master unit to the next PDM. If the status lights turned on sequentially, the connection was successful. If the status lights for both PDMs turn on at the same time, please try reconnecting since an error likely occurred. Start plugging in your devices and let your PDMs take it from here. Your PDMs will communicate to manage power to your connected devices. Repeat the stacking process to add more outlets to distribute power across your 120V/20A circuit. For a typical 20-amp circuit, we recommend that you don't exceed stacking more than 4 PDMs per dedicated outlet. Congratulations, you've completed the Towa PDM tutorial.